Alright, couple of problems with this Murray. It starts with the key but doesn't shut off. I think I know why. And the hood, when you open it, falls straight to the ground. And it's not quite supposed to do that. So the only way to shut it off is to either pull spark plug boots off or idle it all the way down with choke fully on and the blades engaged. But for demonstration purposes, let's see. Start it on one cylinder and see if it'll shut off. But I'm gonna have to take this cover off in order to get to what I need. Ran out of gas, so it lost its prime. Had to fill it back up. Got 2-stroke mixing right now. That's what I had on hand. It'll go. Once it's primed, it'll start right up. Hook that other spark plug back in. Alright, now that I got those off, which these ones back here and here are a pain. You can barely fit the socket in. You can turn it like a quarter turn of at a time. And they're just tight enough to where it hurts your fingers. I'll do it by hand. But see that? Oh, not that. That needs to be connected to this. I have no idea what the heck wiring this is, but I can't even see it. There's a tab somewhere on here, right around here, that connects to, and I believe that grounds it out with the kill switch. If you can see it right there. Looks a little dirty, but it's take a little nail file or something to it. Can't see it at all, it's right. Screwdriver. Never have a screwdriver anymore. It's right there. A tab, and that should just go right onto it, and if it makes good contact, it should ground it out and kill the engine, because no electricity can go to the spark plugs. Not sure, but it's a theory anyways. Forgot I had this, but it does show from the ignition switch a yellow wire going to the armature, which is grounded. So when the ignition switch is on off, in the off position, the yellow wire should ground it out, stopping electricity from going to the spark plugs, making the engine run. So I think that's it. Now, I don't know if it's a loose connection, if it's not clean and can't make a connection here, the yellow wire. But what's also interesting, and I don't know if it's factory or not, but all the wiring seems to be original for the most part. I know some of the colors are switched, but it's factory, at least it appears to be. So I think it's poor connection here. And notice how it's just a yellow wire going from here. Well, you got the yellow wire, which goes up to the ignition switch. Okay, that's fine. But then what's this here? Why is it switch to this, a black wire? And this is a different style connector than this. And this is what the armature needs. So I'm not really sure, because the yellow wire's got the length to go there. I'm really not sure, but a wire's a wire. Alright, so I filed that down with questionable nail file. It's made of glass with like some spray coating on it that just scratched right off, but I can see, move the wires, but it's shiny again, shinier than it was at least, so should have better connection. But I think I'm gonna take the armature off, because where it connects here and grounds, I mean, I'm sure it's fine, but I just want to clean that up to make sure. And I mean, I'm just gonna eyeball the spacing, because that's what I did, because it was way too far wide when I got it, but it's in tolerance now, at least my eye tolerance. So I'll just do that again. Just fold like a sheet of paper in half once or twice, and it gives you close enough. I mean, I just do it by eye, and it worked. So anyways, I'll do that. Well, since I got it off, you can tell that that's shinier. And I mean, that's not the cleanest, but I mean, it definitely be grounding. But just take a little sandpaper, scuff it up. Of course, where's my stapler? All right, well, I don't know how well you can tell, but that's cleaned up. did clean that out. And just scraped a lot of the goo out and tried hosing it down, but why wouldn't the hose be full of frozen water or ice? No, it's just too much work to make sure the hose is drained out so we can use it in the winter. That's too much work. It's much easier to go inside, fill up a gallon of water and just dump it on the thing and hope it cleans it. And it's a little bit oily down here because the people who had it before I got it left this not seated. The O-ring was popped up, so oil was free to just splash around all over, creating this lovely mess, which I will take care of one day when the hose thaws. But anyways, it's cleaned up to kind of the best of my ability at the moment. I made those a bit shinier, so it should get better. I can't think. You know what I mean. But I just gotta reinstall this and hopefully we'll be good to go. If not, well, I only wasted a little bit of my time. All right, got that back on. Okay, bin just fell. I tightened the clamp up in there. Just pressed it down, so now it should fit onto the tab and feels it's on there. But we'll see if that works. If not, then I've only wasted a tad bit of time, you know. Grab my, okay, you don't need to fall now. Start off with this. Well, would you look at that? Let's try that again. Well, I think it's fixed. Sure runs good. Now it sure stops good too. And that's just the water and WD-40 burning off. Yeah. Anyways, now I just gotta figure out what the heck these go to. Because they were just here when I got it. They look pretty new, like they're not worn or nothing. Not rusty. So I'm really not sure. Gotta figure that out. And figure out how this hood works, because I think that's good, but I don't exactly think that is. I mean, it's janky. Like, it opens up too far and it just slams down, which is, where did I put that spring? There. Which is why you use this, but I'm not exactly sure where it connects to, so yay. Although I can deal with the hood being an issue, and I can deal with not knowing what those other metal pieces are, because it works. It runs good and it stops good, so I think I'm good.